big beastie. Hi! Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. We're out here in the polytunnel planning our long table feast menu for this Saturday. There's so many exciting things growing at the moment, and we've just come and had a little walk around with Eilidh, so to see what's ready and to see what we can use. So this is chickweed. Chickweed is, as the name says, is a weed. We hate weeding and we like eating, so we're going to make the most of it. You can find it quite a lot on kind of paths and borders. A lot of people actually pull it out and get rid of it, which is a shame, but it's got this beautiful watercressy kind of flavour to it. It's got a little bit of bite to it, holds its texture quite well. Kat actually introduced me to this last year when I'd run out of watercress and didn't know what to use, and she was like, don't you worry, chickweed is a go in the polytunnel. This is cutting celery. You can use the stalks, the stems, and the top of this. It kind of looks a little bit like parsley. It's got a slightly more savoury flavour to it. We're going to use this in one of our wild green sauce dishes this weekend. What else have we got? This is coriander that's actually bolted. I actually think these flowers on here are super pretty. In fact, I won't pick them because I'll put the little one. I think the flowers on here are super pretty. We're going to use these for a few things this weekend, probably with the trout. I love actually when certain things have bolted. It's probably a bit annoying for Kat or Eilidh when it's bolted, but the flowers that come off it are so beautiful and we can use it all. We've got some Mazuma, which I like to call Montezuma, but it's not, it's Mazuma, which is a slightly rockety salad leaf. The flowers are also quite nice to use off this one as well, so I'm sure they will feature. Agretti rhymes with spaghetti. Never grown it before, have only eaten it, have only cooked it once. I don't think it will feature this month's menu. Will be on next month's menu, but I cannot wait for this spaghetti agretti. The first time I ever encountered agretti was down at the Riverford Field Kitchen. I was doing a week's stage with them, and they're all having a planning meeting about menus, and I got sent off to go and look for agretti in the walk-in, and I probably spent 20 minutes going through every crate. I had no idea what it was. I couldn't really remember what it was called, and I didn't know what I was looking for, and I had to go back, and I've never been so embarrassed in the kitchen to say, I'm so sorry, I don't know what it is I'm looking for, and I don't know where it is. And since then I haven't actually cooked or eaten agretti, but Eilidh has sewn me some, so we can figure it out together. Yeah, have you eaten agretti?
I have eaten agretti. I was given some by the excellent farmers market folk along the road that you sometimes use. They're very good at sharing interesting new things. So he offered it to me as monk's beard, and I was like, is that agretti? He's like, I don't know, it's just monk's beard. And I suddenly got so excited because I have had seeds in my possession for years and I'd never gotten anywhere with them. So I'd never actually tasted it. But I knew I liked samphire and I knew it was similar.
It does actually. It's got quite I think you can eat this stuff raw. I hope you can eat this stuff raw. Yeah. I assume you can eat this stuff raw. Actually, that reminds me when we were down in the fridge. I remember coming back the first time saying, I don't know what agretti is, and they're like, it's monk's beard. So I kind of went back and I was like, I don't fucking know what monk's beard is either, and having to come back like, I have no idea. But I'm really looking forward to figuring out what to cook with this. It's got like a slightly salty taste to it. It's actually really nice raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eilidh, do you want to take us on a quick tour of the polytunnel? While you're here, while I'm taking you away from other duties?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Well, this is a very sumptuous end of the polytunnel. We've got some runner beans and our most far on tomatoes at this end. These are called Brad's Atomic Grape, which I think are going to be quite dark in colour. I'm really very excited about them. We've got some basil, different types of basil, lemon basil, sweet Giavonese, probably murdered that pronunciation. yeah, around the bottoms of the tomatoes. And also sprinkled about are different types of salad. I'm quite excited by this Stella buckshorn plantain. It's quite juicy and is a relative of our like narrow leaf plantain and broadleaf plantain.
Which we have abundance.
Right there. Okay, over here we've got more runner beans, more tomatoes, more basil, and then I've got some squashes which do not have any supports yet, and that is what I'm supposed to be doing this week. But it's so hot in here. Yeah. I've got I stuck some of the kales in here just because they were left over. In the middle, we've got some courgettes and some chilies and some leftover cabbages that were cut at the base and have grown back. So we can still eat those, that's exciting. In the hotbed, that's no longer massively different in temperature to the ground, but still there's lots of manure in that, so it's very, very juicy and fertile. I've got some tromboncino squashes. I've got some chilies, padron, sweet peppers, habanero, some more basil, and some more tomatoes. And then the end of the first sowing of the hotbed is in here. So we've got a kohlrabi, lettuces, very overgrown dill. And I've started some other sowing on this end. We've got a little cucumber in here. Also, this is now we're reaching cucumber land. Also, these need some supports, so yeah, that's on the list. And I'm excited that the flashback calendula have started flowering with the gorgeous coloured leaves, petals. Yeah, lots of squashes, lots of cucumbers, lots of courgettes that are just getting going. I sowed absolutely tons of peas, and only as I was putting the last of them back in the ground after looking after the seedlings for such a long time did Kat tell me that she hates peas. And most too, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Kat likes. It's what Lucy likes. These are called giant sugar snap, and I just noticed them. There's only a few of them, so I don't think they'll be getting into the weekend's menu, but maybe we'll all get to eat one each.
Do you want to talk about why you interplant things? Like, why is it look weedy?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Can you eat these?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why not.
All of it?
They're known as they're known as British arnica. So
it's good for bruising.
yeah, so they are really good for making a salve, and yeah, you soak
They
them
don't really
in
taste much.
Yeah, they're just pretty.
Through in the Bilpen garden, by the way, just reminded me, the German chamomile that I sowed is flowering now.
Amazing.
It's just started.
Amazing.
So it's a nice, sweet little flower. Yes, we interplant, which means mixing plants up to help create ground cover, because, and also for diversity. Diversity in plants and helps diversity of microbes in the soil. It helps feed different microbes, different invertebrates, different fungi, and yeah, the more different creatures and plants there are, the more nutritious everything can be, and hopefully the better everything can grow, as long as we balance everybody's needs. So sometimes some plants will take over and take up a lot of space and water, and then we need to kind of pull them back or just control them a little bit. But another good thing about diverse planting is that it helps conserve water, stops evaporation of water. Yeah, and if we've got plants that we want all across the ground, then it's stopping plants that we don't want, i.e. weeds, from popping up in those areas. And we do have weeds as well, but some of those weeds are useful for eating, some of them are useful for bringing up nutrients from deeper down in the soil. So yeah, we just try and work so there's a bit of space for everyone. Some of the weeds are also very beneficial for bringing in predators of pests, like aphids. So yeah, all different types of plants is all good. Okay. Oh my God, that is so good.